The mother was 3 years pregnant and gave birth because she is the heroine of my sister's. I wanted to kill my sister with my own hands. Little baby in the wall castle. Dad patted my sister on the back. Leah, are you jealous? What is it? Leah waves pink fist. You think I'm afraid my parents will be taken away? And fussing little daughter slave father to make Leah happy. Made a face. Go away, I made you so handsome. It's not for you to coax the child. Mom hugged her sister and laughed out loud. Come over. For years ago. Tired of accidentally wearing a book and becoming a little baby. He's not quite sure yet. But soon he figured it out. This is his fictional world. And he's the sister who doesn't exist in the novel. Mom asked Leah to say hello to her sister. The baby suddenly opened its eyes. Talk to my sister. Looking at the saliva flowing from the corners of my sister's mouth. Fear of wiping it clean. Leah is unbalanced. Noon the next day. Dad came home early to have tea with Leah. Leah holding a rabbit doll. Dad, you will be fired. Then quit me quickly. Dad drags his chin. Rhea yawned. Shouldn't have made him think. Get rid of the role of Prime Minister. Now I'm slacking back at every turn to get in the way of my nap. To explain. Today is with the consent of His Majesty. I lay down in front of him and asked him to let me go home. Don't look away from him. Unexpectedly. My father suddenly became sad forever. The word forever reminds Rhea of a past life. Fall into a long silence. He complained to his mother that his father was a little annoying. But Dad said something strange today. Dad asked me if I would live with him forever. Rhea, what do you think? Mom looks at little Rhea. The serious look. Let Rhea think something happened. I will always be with Dad. Mom and sister live together. Mom hugs Rhea. You sometimes. It seems to know how to please people. It turns out that the prince of a neighboring country has to be separated from the king for a long time. Families protected from evil spirits. The head of the 3 major families with sacrifice myself. The kingdom of Celis is ruled by the queen. In order to make his own son the crown prince, the queen tortured the male protagonist Ryan to death. A king without any power, using studying abroad as an excuse. The male protagonist to Rhea. The male protagonist and the male people grew up together. Than a year to grow together. Len, who was unfortunate was the only in his childhood, he felt happy. And the next Leah came to the office for the first time to find her father. Father put down his work. So what shall we play? Leah grabbed the rabbit ear and kidnapped your rabbit. If you want to save the hostages, Dad fell down. Listen to me, poor bunny. What do you want me to do? Rhea told Dad to run around the Volta. This is punishment. Well, I have a question. Dad raised his hand and asked, what is that rabbit? Is the prince of a neighboring country. The rabbit prince if Rhea in the neighboring country. The prince with his waist. But I don't want the neighboring kingdom directly to the prince. It doesn't hurt to befriend the king of a neighboring country. Dad lost in thought. This way. Little Zhengtai boy is having afternoon tea with his mother. At the age of 5. He is particularly from my mother mature. That I was going to meet new friends. Put down care about which family the other person is from. It was the maid of Theo's was house. Too excited to ask if the queen was Rhea. The last time my father said that Rhea would be my bride. The next day, when Rhea had dinner with his sister asked if they wanted to enter the palace to play once. Whisper, we're engaged to the royal family. His Majesty just said casually. Don't worry too much. Wait for the engagement. Leah almost choked into a problem. Princess is the second Have you had a crush on your sister if since you were very young? It won't be a match. He doesn't want to be queen. He only wants to inherit his own property. Drink and have fun for a lifetime. He can't change the development of the original put down the frowning and pitiful. Do you have to go to the palace? Said in unison that if you don't want to go, okay, you cannot go. The last anyway, time. The second man will like this opportunity to make him hate himself. Neither party wants to. You can't force us to get married. Making a 5-year-old boy cry a few days later. Leah came to the palace dressed up. Queen Ipan Star. Leah opened her mouth and ate a strawberry. He reached for the strawberry cake in front of him again. Love strawberries. Little Zhengtai handed him the strawberries on her plate. I'll give you mine too. Leah glanced at little Zhengtai. This fluffy blonde hair. The sapphire eyes are really like dolls. Thank you, Leah, for accepting the boy's strawberries. Thinking of this little baby. He will grow into a 1.9-meter canine man. Her son's unpromising appearance. The engagement Dad was sitting next to Rhea, and it was too early to say this. They can be good friends now. Mom nodded. The queen is not easy to force. Little Zhengtai saw the disappointment of her mother and asking if Leah and I are getting married. Leah almost spat out a mouthful of tea. When did their progress to marriage? I didn't even get engaged. Dad helps Leah out. Your Highness will meet someone who truly loves you in the future. Is amazing with her. But the father said it would be nice if the royal family and the Duchy of Theo were married. It doesn't seem like something a child should worry about. The child can say that. That's right. Ace marries the person he loves. If you place too much emphasis on someone you really love with an innocent little face. Ask if I love Rhea. Can you marry him? No. Palace maids have to love you before you can get married. Blinked at Rhea with big eyes. Rhea looked serious. You're not my type. So I will never marry you. Zhao Zhang is too wrong, I'm going to cry in the next second. Are you still not willing to marry me? Spit it back to you. Doesn't eat this. Does this kid think he's great because he's cute? Mom quickly covered Ria's mouth. Ria can't talk to friends like this. Ria is slurred. He's not my friend. Mom carried Ria out to the back garden. Ria walked forward angrily. Mom crouched down and asked if you didn't like Even His Royal Highness won't let you marry him either. Of course, Ria doesn't think he should be here at all. Mom coaxes Ria softly. His Royal Highness is a little different from other just children. Regards him as a kid named Ace. Although there are many but he partners. Has no real friends. That's why the Queen and Mom and Dad let you meet. You don't have any real friends. Ria grabbed the horns and sighed. We all come from 3 families with towers. Do you think we can be friends? Or do you think we should be friends? Mom is silent. Ria's eyes suddenly dimmed. Mom, I'm not a kid who doesn't know anything. Unfamiliar Mom's expression. Heart stings. So you don't want to be friends with His Royal Highness turned his head even if he had no feel lonely. Because even with the best of friends, the world is fictional. Ria adjusts his mood. Restore smiley face facing Mom. Lonely. I could be his friend. Back to the greenhouse garden. Eyes were red from crying. A large pot of strawberries. Sorry, I made you marry me because I gave you strawberries. Although you don't want to marry me, it's okay to be friends. Ria was scolded by Zhao Zhengkai. Isn't this too cute? He reached out his little hand and picked up one strawberry. You accept Xiao Zheng's apology. Who wants to call Leah said that I would call you Ace looked at the 2 little guys so quickly adults standing in the back laughing. I really want to go home. 2 months. Leah has been staying with Mrs. Xiao Zheng with him every day. Walk and tell fairy tales. He's dying of boredom. Little Zhengtai is reading the story Cinderella dances with the prince in her glass slippers. Stared at little Zhengtai, who was reading carefully, a novel written by myself in the world of fiction. She didn't write. So it automatically changes. Little Zhengtai's face flushed red from dance with you. I learned to dance from my teacher some time ago. The teacher also praised me for dancing well, but I can't jump. Zhao Zheng stood up to fiercely. It's a promise. Ria was just thinking. Why does he have to read the story of Cinderella? So you want to dance? That's cute. Ria was chasing idols in high school. There are various dances. A little brat's social dance is not a piece of cake. Past Leah's eyes lose their highlights. Xiao Zheng pushed the door open ready to come to the courtyard. Leah was taken aback. Aren't we dancing? Why did you prepare so much? It turns out that Zhao Zhengtai not only is the piano ready for live performance, and there are painters sitting around painting them. Leah is full of black lines for setting them up as children. My character can only pet. Leah comes to the locker room. The dance clothes brought by the maid. It turned out to be a couple in this together. The music started. The 2 danced under the backing track of the piano. Leah accidentally stepped on Xiao Zheng's foot. Little Zhengtai keeps smiling. No blame at all. What a fool, Leah silently complained. Back to the study. Leah looked unhappy. Little Zhengtai can't help but wonder if sometimes he seems bored. Like now.